Now then, we are gathered here today to wish you a very Merry Boxmas. If you celebrate Boxing Day, I'm not entirely sure what Boxing Day is for, honestly, but if you've had a good Boxing Day, I'm really glad. I went and saw my family today. It was the first time I'd seen my parents in a while because we'd been so busy with work towards the end of the year and Dolly's health hadn't been particularly good. So I think this was the first time I'd seen them in about 2 months. They were on form. They were on form, everybody. They were on form. What else did I do today? I saw my brother. I've gone straight into explaining what my day is about. There's usually a little bit more build-up to this. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. This is the game that I planned to play yesterday. And you might be going, but Chimken, this is a Christmas game. And I'm going, well, this was gifted to me by a friend. And honestly, it's a Christmas game about hanging up Christmas lights. And if I don't play it yesterday or today, I feel like I have to leave it 12 months before I'm like legally allowed to discuss it again. So we're going to take this opportunity to have a little bit of a chill one. We're going to have a nice calm time. Nothing extraordinary is going to happen. I'm just going to sit here drinking my alcohol-free beverage. Delicious alcohol-free Heineken. I'm going to show you the front cover of the dog calendar that Dolly got me for Christmas. There's a different dog for every single day of the year. You get the idea. As of January 1st, chat, you can expect to see some dogs on stream. It's Christmas until New Year's. It's fine. Good. Though I'm pretty sure I have to lose the Christmas hat as of today. Like tomorrow, the Christmas hat will be gone. I need to replace it with like a party hat or something. Maybe some big 2005. I'm just gonna get a tombstone. Yeah, I'm gonna get a tombstone to have on the stream, and it's gonna say 2025, and that's how we're gonna celebrate the new year, by putting this goddamn year in the ground. It's done. It's over. And I would like to draw attention to the fact that so many people yesterday were complimentary of my red jumper that I've worn the brown one today. Yeah. I'm a little all over the place. I'm looking at myself in this camera and do I look as tired as I feel? No. Do I feel as tired as I look? You know what I mean? I'm just sort of sat here going, why are my eyes like that? What's going on? I'm beginning to think I need like a powder room off in the corner here that I can get like a big powder puff and just blot it on my... I have no understanding of how makeup works. Just like blot it on my face beforehand and just sort of like shape my contours in. Is a contour the right word?
Look at all those chickens.
Dreadnought, welcome in and thank you for the look at all those chickens. But yes, I went to see my parents today. We had a delightful roast dinner. We had a roast dinner that was roast pork. If you want to buy me a roast dinner, always make it roast pork, because roast pork makes the best veg. Because if you do roast potatoes properly, pork fat with roast potatoes, that's the best roast potato, right? That's the best roast potato. Ignore all of these professional chefs that are like, you have to put semolina on it. Pork fat, crackling. I'm sorry if you're vegan. I'm really sorry if you're vegan. I'm not vegan, so I'm a little less apologetic about this, but I had a delightful roast dinner with my parents and my brother and DollyWhiskers today. Roast pork, roasted carrots, roasted parsnips, swede, pigs in blankets, and just to clarify, because 95% of my audience is American, when I say pigs in blankets, I mean like cocktail sausages wrapped in bacon, not the pastry weirdness that you guys do over there. It was really good, and I have a little anecdotal story to tell about it, because we're halfway through this lunch, right? We're all sat around and we're eating our lunch. Dolly's got their mashed potato, because every time we go and see my mother for a meal, Dolly's like, can I have some mashed potato? So on Christmas Day, Dolly sits down at the table. We're all having a roast dinner with the roast potatoes and all of the stuff that I just talked about. Dolly gets their own little serving dish. Of mashed potato to put alongside their plate. And they've got everything that we've got, but they've got this special, like, like queenly mashed potato that only they can eat, and it's one of the most adorable things that happens on our Christmas every year. We see my parents every year. They live really close, and every single year Dolly has this mashed potato because my mashed potatoes does not compare to my mother's. I'm not a fan of mashed potato at all. Like, I wouldn't say no, but if I was given a choice of potato, it would go like roast potatoes, fries, maybe a hash if that sort of is on that list. But like mashed potato is not in. It lacks consistency. But even I will admit that my mother's mashed potato is the good mashed potato. So Dolly requests it every year, but this is a completely separate subject. So we're sat around the dinner table this afternoon having our lunch. We're sat around the dinner table after our lunch, and my mother's like, okay, everybody, I have some sums to do, some maths, and you all know how I feel about maths. And they're like, how many potatoes did you each have? Because I made 22 roast potatoes. And my dad's like, I had 2. My mum's like, I had 2. And then DollyWhiskers is like, I had 1. And then me and my brother look at each other and high five because we had eaten like 9 roast potatoes between the two of us, and that's just a little. That's a little bit of insight into our family. Me and my brother eat lots of mashed potatoes, and then we high five over the dining room table. Bacon's not a blanket. Bacon's bacon. It is a blanket though. It's like encased. I don't know why one became the other. I'm assuming that there's going to be some historical notion why pigs in blankets became pigs wrapped in pastry, but also we are the country with sausage rolls. So you guys don't have sausage rolls in the same way that we do. A pig in a blanket is just a sausage roll if it's wrapped in pastry. If it's wrapped in bacon, it's a pig in a blanket. If you put pastry around it, it's just a sausage roll with extra steps. Can any Americans confirm you guys don't have sausage rolls, do you? That's like a British thing. That's like a British stereotype. And then we came home, and then we sort of sat around, and then we ate some more food because Boxing Day, we've got so much freaking food in the house that we had to have more food. I had these delightful butter chicken samosas. Does anybody else at Christmas really like to buy buffet food? I feel that I could live off buffet food 24/7. You know, like if you go to a shop and they've got like at Christmas or like New Year's or like special events, they sell them in like trays of like buffet food where you can get like vol au vents and I'm not sure, halloumi fries sometimes and various like chickeny bits and just along those sorts of lines. I feel like if they weren't so ridiculously expensive, my life would be complete if I could just sit around every year eating buffet food like it isn't all very beige and is going straight to my gut. Because these butter chicken samosas that I had, and then the most ridiculous thing, because me and Dolly like to treat ourselves with food every once in a while because we don't really go anywhere. We don't do like dinners out very often. So when it comes to Christmas, we get like a nice steak and we get this, that, and the other. And I got the bougiest freaking thing that you've ever experienced in your life on the subject of bacon. So imagine for me now, chat. You've got like a tray. And it's sort of like a cupcake tray in the sense that they're like quite small, but there's indentations all over this tray, right? So they're like that, right? They're like that. It's like a little dent in the tray, and inside this dent, they've wrapped a bit of bacon around it, and they've put cheese carbonara pasta into this bacon, and they've sprinkled a little bit of cheese on top, so when you air fry them, you have this bacon bowl with a little tiny amount of cheesy carbonara pasta in it, and then it's browned on the top with like the melted like crispy cheese because I air fried it. And they are the most decadent, ridiculous thing. They are impossible to eat. Because it's buffet food, right? So a buffet, you don't tend to necessarily have a knife and fork. So you want to pick it up with your hands. but then you're picking up bacon with your bare hands. And even if you're being conservative, unless it's burnt or like on the edge of being crispy, it's not really sustaining anything. So you're picking up this little bacon cup and the sauce is squeezing out the sides and you are burning your fingers, and it's an entirely ridiculous concept. But let me tell you, it was possibly the best thing I've put in my mouth in about a month. And I can't think of anything bad that I put in my mouth over the last month, but still. Tempe, welcome in. How's it going, Tempe? I hope you're good. Yeah, today was very food orientated. I sort of sat down at my PC afterwards, staring into space going, I really want to do something. So I boot up Arc Raiders. I go into one match. I immediately panic and have to leave because I can't play Arc Raiders today. I go into Warframe. I'm sort of in Warframe. I do a couple of missions in Warframe and then go, why is this so hard today? And then I turn off Warframe and then I stare into space until Nats goes live at 6 o'clock. And then I went and lied down on the bed and had a nap. It's, I feel there's a technical term for it, isn't it? There's a technical term. I rotted today a little bit. I went and did the family, but with the food and stuff, and it wasn't like a big sunshine affair. And then I got home and I ate more food, and then I sat. I'm kind of ready to start losing the Christmas pounds because I feel I'm not going to work for the next 11 days. I can't be at home eating the amount of food I've eaten today every single day while I'm gone. There's not going to be enough food in the house. I will eat us empty. I will eat the cupboards dry. And that's it. That's my day. I hope you're good. That's it. That's my day. I wasn't going to go out and do anything today, but the store had a sale on dog food, 50% off, and as a person who has so many dogs, it was too good of a deal to pass up. We hit up yeah, I get you. I do not judge. I do not judge. I didn't feel like we weren't going to go into the shop at all, but I needed petrol. And then I saw some really cheap deals. And then after we'd gone out for lunch with my parents, I came back. I went to the shop and I got the limited edition gingerbread Pepsi, which was limited edition for Christmas, and I'm addicted to the stuff and it's gonna go away and I'm never gonna be able to taste it again. And that's going away, and it was like half price, so I've got like 16 cans in the fridge. And you know what's gonna happen? In fact, I have one right here. You know what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna drag them out over the course of weeks. I'm just gonna absolutely smash it all in one go. Is it good? Ocker drinks it and I'm not convinced. It's brilliant. Honestly, it's brilliant. Do not listen to the naysayers. I don't like Pepsi. When I drank a Coke of whatever, I would drink Coca-Cola. I've had to quit Coca-Cola because it gives me pain in my feet, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, but that's a whole other story. I get pain in my feet if I drink too much Coca-Cola. If I drink Pepsi, it's fine. But I drink the Pepsi that are like the fruit flavors. I drink the cream. There's a cream soda Pepsi. There's the strawberries and cream Pepsi. Those are the Pepsis that I like. This is just like an improvement on that. It's not necessarily gingery. It's just very subtle, and it works for me. But regardless, Tempe, you're not going to be able to get it anymore because it's going to go off sale because it's a Christmas product. They took away vanilla Coke in Canada years and years ago, and they brought it back just for Christmas, and I brought 12 cases. You guys had a really good, nice sounding one this year. You guys had a really nice sounding one. I was looking at it on the internet, and it was meant to taste like soft scoop ice cream or something. It was like Sky said about it, and I can't remember what it was called. It was like pudding cream, creamy vanilla Coke. Yeah. So it was like not just vanilla Coke, it was creamy vanilla Coke, and I wanted some so bad. But it didn't make it over here. We got the Pepsi, and we got like a winter ice iron brew. I'm not sure if anybody in chat is familiar with Iron Brew, but Iron Brew is something that's very popular in Scotland. It's like an orange, slightly tangy. It's not a fruit drink. It's sort of there's a sort of burnt sugar taste to it in my mind when I drink Iron Brew. But they did like a cinnamon version of that, and it's meant to be very good. It tastes a bit like a float. It's so good. You've just come in here to brag. This is about the sandwiches again, isn't it? You've just come into here to brag about the sandwiches. You've just come in here to brag that you've got this and I don't. I'm so upset that you've got that Coke and I don't get to try it. It sounds so nice. I've been won over by their marketing team. I'm a horrible human being. Dilemma, congratulations on the first. Jared, thank you very much for the contribution. I am hydrating, but I will hydrate again. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome in. Still can't do redeems on your tablet. I don't think this is a me problem at this point. I think it's a you problem, Ryan. I suggest you stop using your tablet and I'm not sure what the answer is to that. Go use your Samsung fridge. Evil Seedlit, thank you very much for the contribution. Drew, welcome in as well. But on the contribution chat, if you go to your channel point menu, which is approximately down here, there is a community challenge running in the channel point menu. Any channel points entered into that community challenge will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeems. Dilemma, thank you very much for the contribution as well. Jura with the applause today. Sky has returned a sunset mist egg and borrowed a velvet cloud egg. Jura has returned a frost egg and taken a lava egg. It's Christmas until New Year's. It's fine. Yeah, I'm probably not going to play this game for multiple streams, but I wanted to at least give it a go because it's also not... I'm a little bit scared of it, but we will talk about that in a second. Dreadnought, welcome back. I hope you're good. Butter chicken. Butter chicken is possibly my... I like buttered chicken. And I saw this thing online and I really must try it. You can get like a tub of butter chicken. And what I've been seeing a lot of these foodie types on the internet do is dip cheese pizza into curry buttered chicken. And apparently it's the best thing ever. And I want to try it. And maybe you guys want to try it with me at some point. Buttered chicken, cheese pizza. Dip it in there and eat it. And apparently it's the best thing you've ever experienced in your life. Evil Seedlet, can I just say you're looking absolutely fabulous today. I'm not entirely sure. I'm awake. I'm definitely awake. Tempe, hi. Good to see you as well. What? I was going to mention the sandwiches. I was going to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Is the dough naan? I mean, it could be. But it isn't. But it is. But it is. You could make a cheese pizza with naan bread. I used to really enjoy. You used to be able to buy these Thai spiced fish cakes from one of our local supermarkets, and it's just like it's like a hockey puck made out of potato with Thai spices and fish in it, and it's breaded, and then you either oven bake it or deep fry it, whatever your preference is. And I would get 2 naan breads, like small ones, about the size of my hand. I would put this Thai fish cake in the middle, and I would smush them together, and then I would eat it like a sandwich. Today, we're very food orientated. Today, I want to shape up a little bit in 2026. And the more I try to shape up in 2026, the more I'm probably going to talk about food. Because I'm just going to sort of torture myself by doing the whole, well, I can't eat this, so we're just going to talk about it. How does everybody feel about pizza? Isn't pizza great? I want to, let's go over here for a bit. Let's go. We're gonna get Wordle up. We're gonna do a few of our usual online bits. Google's not appearing because I broke it the other day, didn't I? 1 second. Wordle. Oh my god, I panicked. I thought you were about to do a pizza tier list. The problem with this website, like, do you know what that pizza is? Like, what is that? There's There's no explanation to what that pizza is. I'm sort of looking at that going, yes, there is someone there that I recognize, but I can't do it by visuals. Pizza tier list. No, that's just like American brands. You want to get full screen on that? Also, hi, Bluestone, welcome in. It's more that I was tempted to do a pizza tier list because Tempe was being mean. Well, they weren't being mean. But the problem is I can't get... I need text on my thing, right? So that one has a little bit of text on it. That's fine. I can deal with that. But this one... That's chocolate sauce and Smarties. Why? That... Okay. I don't think... Tempe, look what you've done. It's dessert pizza. Your dessert pizza. Pizza Tower. No, we looked at this one, right? This one... Like, what is that? What is that? Ham and pineapple, seafood, spinach and ricotta.
I've never seen one before. No one has, but I'm guessing it's a white hole.
That one also looks like spinach and ricotta, which confuses me. That's just tomato on bread with one of those posh cheeses. That's a calzone, which shouldn't even be on this list. That's mushroom. That's chicken. Pepperoni and what looks like French fries. That's focaccia. I don't think they know what they were doing when they did this. I'm going to put it out there and say... they were a little bit off-piste when they decided that they were going to do that as a thing. Where... Do we have a food category? Just a standard food category? See what you've done, Tempe? See what you've done? I was going to let this slide, but I can't let this slide. The definitive French fry list. No, those are just French fries. Half of them I've not eaten. Fast food, Big Macs. As it turns out, this stuff is shit. Calzone is just a pizza folded instead. It's not the same, though. I could put a sausage in a... no. It's not the same to me. GTA, history, holidays. Topping tier was pizza. Toast topping tier list. Pizza topping tier list for humans. Okay. This we can sort of whiz through reasonably quickly. Anchovies. Also, I like this one immediately because they include a never had field. Who likes anchovies, chat? DLB, do you like anchovies? Once you look past the fact that Josh likes anchovies, so you can always add a never had. I mean, I know, but I like that they've pre-thought about it. I know I could have added one myself. Chill. Okay, I would put an anchovy on a C. I would never seek them out. But they're not the worst thing in existence. Like, they're not S tier by any means. They're not like an F, though. I feel like they sit in a solid, straight down the middle. So if S is take a bullet for, A is like top, B, you get the idea. F minus. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle and go D. Because I don't mind an anchovy. I also like, there's a tiny little fish you can buy called whitebait. And I live near the coast, so we get them quite often in restaurants and shit, where they basically deep fry the entire tiny fish, and then you eat the entire tiny fish, skeleton, head, absolutely everything. And I put anchovies in that same sort of bracket. Tempe is crashing out already. It's been one fish. It's been one thing. It's been one thing, Tempe. You gotta let me have this. Bacon is S tier, no contest. Green peppers. Well, like a banana pepper. I would only ever have it with other things. Like I would never have it by itself. So I'd probably put that in a B tier. I want to say that that is... What is that? Pepperoncini? What is that herb? Do we know? Part of me wants to say that's mint, but banana peppers are B. I put them in B. See, I win. I put them in B. We're fine. Me and Evil Seedlet are fine. Basil, I don't know what plants are by leaf. Baby spinach. I mean, basil is quite often in the sauce anyway, and I would put it in A tier just because it's like, if you want to bouge up a pizza, people just do the sprinkling of herbs over the top of it, right? It's like that. I can get on board with basil in A. Is that chicken? That is chicken. Chicken, I would put in A as well. Is there other chicken on this list? There's a turkey. A live turkey. No. You don't like the barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken specifically. The difficulty with the barbecue chicken, right? If I have a pizza, it can have barbecue chicken on it, perfectly fine. But what I don't like is when they replace the marinara sauce with barbecue sauce. Domino's Pizza does it, and I find it far too sweet. Barbecue chicken C, hot chicken S. Is there a hot... There's no other... What is that? That is whole ass pasta. Okay. Hot chicken. I like tandoori chicken as well. The difficulty is there are no other chickens on this list, so I have to assume that chicken, I can take it, leave it on chicken and pizza, it's fine. The third next one is buffalo wings. Yeah, so I suppose there is... I don't know why chicken would be... Why they've got buffalo wings. That's a weird combination of chickens, not to just have slices of chicken. So I'm going to treat this one as regular chicken, because hot sauce and barbecue chicken are different things. Yeah, but at the same time, buffalo... I'm screaming at my screen. Good, Tempe, good. I would put barbecue chicken in D. I'm with Sky. Hot chicken in S. In Air Fever. I'd know above anchovies? Above anchovies, but on the same line. Barbecue chicken. Too sweet. I'll put hot and spicy chicken in the top list. Olives. So, Sky, do you have a preference? Because I know you don't like olives, but when you talk about olives, are you talking about these or those, or both? Because honestly, I didn't realize there was a differentiation between these things. Olives in F. I can sort of get on board with this. I kind of want to put black olives, either black olives in D tier. Because I would put them below the barbecue chicken, but above anchovies. Send both to the depths of hell where they belong. Okay, Sky. This is my justification. It's not necessarily justification. I don't have to justify myself to you. I like olives and pizza. Oh my god. So. If the times I've had olives on pizza and I've enjoyed it, it's because it's been amalgamated with other things. I would never buy a black olive pizza. It would be like pepperoni pizza with chicken and olives, and then the olives are almost supplementary. So they don't stand by themselves, and I put them in D. If I could have one pizza topping ever, it would it would be by themselves. By themselves. You're just ruining other ingredients if you add olives, yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I've never had blue cheese on a pizza. I don't think I've ever had broccoli on a pizza either. Cherry tomatoes are an F. I don't care what you say. Why would you have a marinara pizza with additional tomatoes on it? That's just insanity. Well, good, that's cauliflower. What did I say? No, this is a tier list for pizza toppings. You're not just having an olive pizza. What the fuck? No, these are like these. You said broccoli. I meant cauliflower. Sorry. But you can put. I bet you could probably put broccoli on a pizza. Anything dried sausage, S tier. In fact, we'll just jump ahead. We'll put pepperoni up there as well. Yeah, that's fine. I can't do this anymore. I have to go. Coward. Corn. Yeah, F tier. Evil Seedlet, I need you to explain to me on why is my freaking disc cleaner keep opening, for God's sake. Just go away, you silly boy. Tomato B or C? I have a question about the small tomatoes, right? Why do you order a pizza with marinara sauce on it and then add additional tomatoes? What are those tomatoes doing for you that the tomato sauce on a pizza isn't already doing? I thought we were friends. Why are you being so wrong? You can't put black olives in D tier and corn in B tier. Corn isn't in B tier, it's in F. I'm not big on tomatoes in pizza. Okay, so what sauce do you tend to have? Tomatoes taste different than marinara. They do they though? I've never had eggplant on a pizza. Feta, I would put in C. Garlic, everything is better with garlic. Ham, A tier. I meant on. Oh yeah, so tomatoes would go F. Tomatoes would go F then. Jalapenos, I'd put in A tier with basil, but I wouldn't put in S. If I had the option for a pizza, like I would always have garlic. Jalapenos would be like an option. Like it's not like a be all and end all. Meatballs. Depends on the meatballs. You're never gonna have a good tomato basil pizza, and it shows. I'm happy about that. If I go out, if I went and ordered a pizza and it had just tomato and basil on it, I feel like I would be upsetting my carnivore forefathers. Mushrooms. I would put a mushroom on a pizza next to a banana pepper. What did you call them? A pepperoncini? Mushrooms also fling into the abyss. Why don't you like mushrooms? Is it a texture thing? Mushrooms in S tier. Are they a ride or die topping for you? I think Sky wants them in F tier. Oh look, 4 votes for F. I'll meet in the middle and put them in C. I would put them in B next to pepperoncini. Not as much as olives, but I love them. I would put them in C next to B next to pepperoncini, but they're probably better than feta, but not as good as yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Onions. Depends. They have to be very finely sliced. I would put an onion on a pizza. Is there a red onion here? Same with a red onion. That probably goes in that run though. Onions D. C maybe. I think they would probably be better like that. Onions, S or A. Probably like that. They take over the flavor. If you finely chop them and don't necessarily use an excessively strong onion or a massive amount of them, I would argue that onions may improve a pizza. You take over the flavor. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. Has anybody ever had an oyster on a pizza? Has anybody ever had an oyster on a pizza? I'm just gonna assume no. Okay, just for Tempe, because I know Tempe really loves this idea, I'm gonna put pasta in S tier, because who doesn't like carbs on carbs? Who doesn't like carbs on carbs? Pasta goes in S tier 100%. If you're gonna have a nice pizza, like a pepperoni pizza, and like the pasta is, what's the technical term? It's not marinade. A reasonably saucy pasta. Just to absorb some of the oil maybe and just make it delicious. I would eat pasta on a pizza. It's not my ride or die though. I would put it on an A maybe. A. I'll leave it in A. Pineapple. I applaud the bit, but the pasta is C at best. Never had it. It's probably fine. Pineapple is S. Apparently, and I've always we don't order from Domino's Pizza on a regular basis, so I've never had the option to try it. Apparently, the best pizza you can order if you're going to customize something is pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple pizza, because it's the salt of the pepperoni, it's the spice of the jalapeno, it's the sweetness of the pineapple, and it's like a combination of all three things. Apparently that combination is absolutely fantastic. Please can somebody try it for me and let me know how it goes. Vulcan Ryan with the F for pineapple. Ryan, why? Ryan doesn't like it when his food eats him back. One sec, chat. Never mind. Sausage! I threw up one time I had pineapple on pizza. Was it because, like, was the pineapple the cause? I can't believe the pineapple was the cause. Sausage is S or A. I'd put it next to, I agree with A. I would put it next to ham, or I'd put it like that order. If I was going to get any of those meats, it would be meatballs first, if not sausage, if not ham. What else have we got? Prawns. Prawns on a pizza can be good. I would put them in a B tier though, because I wouldn't be out there looking for them. I do like a prawn. Whole ass tomatoes, no. Same reason, straight down the bottom. Never had, would try. Garlic. Okay, so garlic prawns with like a ricotta-y sort of like a mascarpone ricotta-y type of cheese. And a little bit of spinach on a pizza. Good. A turkey. I've never had turkey on a pizza. I would never put courgette on a pizza. I've never had courgette on a pizza. Have I had courgette on a pizza? I don't think I've ever had courgette on a pizza and pesto. There it is. There it is, chat. Can I get this link for you? Save or download. I'm just going to save this, and then I'm going to tag Tempe in it. I'm going to tag Tempe in it when I have finished streaming. Courgette and zucchini. Zucchini? Yes, it's the same thing. Courgette and zucchini are the same thing. Zucchini on pizza is decent. I've never had the opportunity to try. B maybe. Chat, if you would like to do the pizza topping list and post it in the Discord. In fact, I'm just going to put it there now. In the Discord. Fried zucchini is good on pizza. I can imagine that. I can imagine that. But that's another tier list, done and dusted, real quick, real fast. We're going to play some Light Up the Town. This might be the least Christmassy experience you've ever had in your life, but like I said at the beginning of stream, I probably have one stream to even be able to play this morally before I get told off from doing Christmassy type things out of season. We're going to play Light Up the Town, and it's personal growth, chat. It's personal growth. I've remembered to change my game before I get started, and I just want to say, whichever one of my mods remembered to change the game to GeoGuessr yesterday, thanks, because I had forgotten. Didn't even cross my mind. But chat, if you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small, but in the grander scheme of things, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Some people consider running a marathon a big deal. I don't care where you are on that spectrum. If you've done something cool that you want to share with the class, something that you're proud of and you want to tell us about, please let us know in chat, so I can tell you how proud I am of you. I am very proud of myself. I have one today. I'm very proud of myself, because I went to lunch with my parents and the subject of those files came up. You know, the ones that are causing all of the hubbub in America, those files, and Donald Trump in general. And I turned to my brother and my dad, who was discussing it at the time, and was sort of like, it's just not really a nice conversation to be having today, is it? And we moved on, and it just ended. We did not talk about those files. We did not talk about that orange man. And I'm proud of myself for that, because when you talk up about stuff like that with family, it's quite hard sometimes, and we did it. And that's, I love my family, honestly. And we can have those sorts of discussions, but sometimes I would have hesitated and not said anything. And today we said something, and then we moved on. And that's good. And I'm proud of myself for that. Come over this summer for kebabs. I always make too many. Good save, good save, good save. Good save. So this is Light Up the Town, chat. Let's light up the town together. You might be going, but Chimken, you don't play wholesome, cozy games. I don't. But a few people I know have played this and said it's absolutely fantastic just for a chill out stream. And I'm spent. And this is now a chill out stream. I also have the settings absolutely whacked through the ceiling. From the texture of this little dude, I get the feeling that this is going to be an absolutely fantastic looking game. But I also wanted to draw attention to the fact that it is still Chimken's cozy era. He just plays Dolly's library. No, somebody gifted this to me directly. Oh, I also cook Christmas lunch, I guess. Oh hi, Cursed. Numerical audio sliders, Cursed. This game gets a big seal of approval. New game.
But that won't stop our little town, though. That's folks, get ready for the big winter festival in just 3 days.
42.
Volunteers from all over Bellflower are coming together to put it on.
You hear that, Bean? Only 3 days away. You excited?
Game has snow, unrealistic. We need a baseline. Yeah, it's on 42 currently.
Hey, buddy. Could you help me out with something in the barn real quick?
It's cold.
It'll be quick. Come on.
I thought you were gonna do that this year.
Well, I'm pretty useless at the moment, unfortunately, but I don't know, maybe you should do it this year.
But I don't wanna.
Come on, it's important. The people love them.
They're just lights.
Okay, just do one.
just one, and then I'm going inside.
Great, yeah. Anywhere works. You're the artist.
Oh God.
Is this good enough?
Come on, throw a couple more.
I thought you said just one.
Did I?
Well, I'm not doing it very tidily. How many lights does he want me to put up?
This is looking great. Let me know when you're done.
I hate this already. I need to reset. I misclicked that first one and it's not lining up with the way that my brain works. 1 second. I'm not a crazy person. I need to also lower the volumes because it is quite loud. I will do that to 45. I will do that to 30. I will do sound effects to... That's what a crazy person would say, not gonna lie. Jeepers. Most recent with my dad. I'm in QLD where it's averaging 32. New game. Let's start that again. We need to start that again. Why does he jump over the chair like a crazy person? Can I skip this? We just watched this.
You hear that, Bean? Only 3 days away. You excited? Hey, buddy. Could you help me out with something in the barn real quick?
It's cold.
It'll be quick, come on.
When your dad asks you to check something in the barn, just be happy it's not a body.
I thought you were gonna do that this year.
Well, I'm pretty useless at the moment, unfortunately, but I don't know, maybe you should do it this year.
But I don't wanna.
Come on, it's important. The people love them.
They're just lights.
Okay, just do one.
Fine. Just one, and then I'm going inside.
Okay.
Great, yeah. Anywhere works. You're the artist.
I'm prepared this time, chat. I'm prepared this time. Are you ready for this? We're gonna absolutely spangle up this barn. It's gonna go 1, 2,
Is this good enough?
Come on, throw a couple more.
I thought you
3.
said just one.
Did I?
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no! It's out of order. Oh, it's too late. It's too late.
Oh, this is looking great. Let me know when you're done.
It's a work in progress.
Wow, Bean. I love what you've done with the place. Oh, but now look at the house. It looks so lonely without any string lights.
It's a work in
Why don't you throw a
progress.
few around the yard?
How do I let go of this wire?
Oh, looks like you got a straggler. You might want to snip that one. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be over by the house. And hey, you know, put up as much or as little as you want. There's no right way to do it. I want to see what looks good to you.
I found a coin in a shed. I found more coins over here too. Okay. Let's go to the house. How do I get to the roof? There's so much money on the roof. Why is this dad leaving a shit ton of money on the roof? If you don't want your child to climb on the roof, chat, don't leave a bunch of money on it. Just saying. If you don't want your child on the roof, don't leave cash up there. Ads coming up. We're also going to play through. Okay, so your cursor on the screen is driving me mad. Sorry. Can't really avoid it, Sky. I'm playing it with a mouse and keyboard. Hold to equip the scissors. I'm learning so much information in quick succession. Okay, I've got the scissors. Okay, it's gone now. Oh, weird. So... Oh, I just snipped. Okay. I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be addictive for me from a I'm never going to be happy with what I manage, but I think we might have a problem. Oh, you can taut the line. Why did we reset, by the way? Okay, I have a cunning plan. It said... Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Is calm. All is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, holy but so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Oh no. Where are we? Okay. Oh my word. Thank you for the clip. Honestly, I'm not what you would call a Christmas music fan. But I quite like the cover of some of these already. Okay, let's go. Come on, Bean. How do we look? How do we like that? Do we like that? I think that looks good. I think that looks nice. So, colored lights at the bottom. Colored lights at the bottom. White lights on the top. Hi, Vadim. How's it going? I hope you're good.
Lizard.
What's up, little homie?
What's up? What up, little homie? Okay, so I have a cunning plan. We're being reserved, right? We're good. There's that. Okay, I want to do that across the windows. Vadim, how's it going? I hope you're good today. It's a bit of a chill stream today. This is not my usual sort of game. But everybody freaking loves it. And honestly, I get it. It's wholesome. It's cute. I'm okay. Last working day this year tomorrow. Good. Take some time off. Take some time to recharge. Play some video games. Socialize with people. He says as a person, I hope you have a nice time off. Okay. I have a dream, right? I have a dream. In the same way that we did colored at the bottom, white at the top. And then you do... You almost need to levitate. Why didn't they give this small child a jetpack? I feel like this child should be able to fly. There, I said it. Can you tell I've never hung Christmas lights in my life? Every child can fly if they believe strong enough. Has anybody here actually hung Christmas lights like this before? This is not something like... Me and Dolly live in a place right now. Where a lot of the people on the road do this sort of thing. It's never been something I have the time to fly. There's no limit. A long time ago. I could fly! Oh, fuck. Biddy, you lied to me. I believed in everything. I believed in you, Fiddy, and that's what happened. This is how you repay me. On Christmas lights by using a trampoline to jump on the roof and attach them? No, I have not. Alright, smart ass. You flown just briefly? So you hit the ground. You know what? I'm beginning to look at this and I hate the colored ones. How much of this does he actually want me to do?
You all done?
No, I'm not. No.
You okay? You just saying hi?
Yep.
Alright, well, let me know.
I was out here ready to flex my artistic ability, and now... I quite enjoyed that long throw he just did with that cable. I mean, it's cute. It's cute. I feel... Why do I feel so horrendously... over... P.S. You will unlock a shot with lights and you can redecorate any board you've already done. Oh. Okay, well... Let's stick to my original theme. Let's stick to my original theme then. If we're gonna get unlocks... We're gonna get unlocks... We might have to come back. I don't quite like... I think when I watched Nats play this, they were playing on controller. I might have to play this next Christmas. I'm playing it today because I couldn't wait till next Christmas to play it. Somebody gifted it to me and I was sort of like, oh god. There's not enough time. I have to do it now. I have seen the one, not complaint, the one thing I think a lot of people are excited for is that this is a really cool and interesting proof of concept. They could add more levels to this by next year and it could be a quite... There could be a lot to this. But you know what, if you like games like... Okay, how do I put those away? I would play the fuck out of a game like this, but Halloween, yes! I could see it working for Halloween. Would you like some figgy pudding? Would you like some figgy pudding? This is... Demographically, this is, Power Wash Simulator, right? This has got that same sort of... It's got that same sort of aesthetic.
You all done?
Yes.
Can I go inside now?
Oh, look at this. I mean, you're a natural.
Better than you?
No chance. But how would you feel about taking over for me? Throwing up some lights around town the next few days? I know folks around here would really appreciate it.
It's the weekend.
Alright, how about this? You put up lights around town, and I'll get you the bike.
I thought you said bikes were illegal for 7-year-olds.
That was a lie. You caught me in a bad moment.
You promise? For real this time?
I promise. But you gotta get the whole town.
The whole town?
It's cute. I will admit it. It is cute. I'm loving the engine.
Before you head out, let me grab you a map. I think there's one on this shelf.
I'm loving the graphics engine that keeps the lights in place in the cutscenes.
It's still too high. It's still too high. Can you grab me that chair? Thank you. Okay. Ah, jeez, who put this up here? Okay, you know what? Let's try stacking the stool on the chair. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Almost got it.
Isn't this man on crutches?
No, I'm good. I almost got it. Almost got it. Whoa! Whoa! I got it. figured you could start over on Yellowwood Drive, you know, nice and easy, just down the hill. You can take the back way.
Where are we? That's where we are. We need to go there.
Why?
All right, buddy, you got this. Be safe, and hey, I'm proud of you for doing this. This is a big move. I think you're really gonna like it.
I don't think so.
Do a good job, and they might tip.
Okay.
Be back before 8.
Okay.
Stay warm out there.
Okay.
All right.
I want to farewell the dad, but also dad's voice is really nice. Even I will admit that I am not cozy coded in the slightest when it comes to games like this. I get it.
Including the bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
This from the man in the bow tie.
Bow ties are cool. Bow ties are cool.
Here's one. Bow tie. Get rid.
Bow ties are cool.
Why is this the safer route for this child to walk to these houses? Dad was like, oh yeah, go through the back route, it'll be safer. You think I can get eaten by wolves? Or would the wolves be people in this? If I get eaten by a wolf in this game, is that cannibalism? Hi, Time Lord. If I was hunted by a wolf in this game because they're animals, does that make it a person that is eating me? Eaten by wolves is the secret ending. I want to be eaten, then be eaten. That's a sex joke, everybody. Don't read that. That's a sex joke. We're wholesome on this channel. We never make sex jokes. Never, ever, ever. No, you're not a wolf.
Oh, hey, Bean. What a lovely surprise.
Hi.
Dad's making me put up lights around the town. Would you like some?
Oh, I would love that. Look at you taking up the mantle.
Meet your cheer meter. Decorate the level to increase the cheer and spread holiday spirit throughout Bellflower. Fill up the meter and progress the story and unlock new levels. Okay, chat. Okay. I've learned from the previous section what we're gonna do, right? What we're gonna do is first we're gonna get the coins, because those are on the roof. Ow. 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 First we're gonna get the coins. I'm gonna have so much money to spend. I'm gonna buy so many additional lights. You're not a wolf. In a world where the animals are like, I'm not sure what the technical term is. Is this anthropomorphic? Is this anthropomorphic animals? I'm not sure what the technical term is. I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. My mother had me tested. They behave, not look like humans. But, it's whether or not it's the chicken police. It's the chicken police universe. Isn't Zootopia just about this exact conversation? Probably. It's whether or not it's a Zootopia. Sorry, it's whether or not... Why can't I... It's whether or not it's a chicken police situation where all the animals will actively eat each other if given half the chance. Or are these just different types of people? So is Bean one type of person? And if so, is there a wolf person out there, and are they all classified as the same race of people, or are they animal people? It's a whole political thing, and what it comes down to is I'm just trying to work in a conversation about cannibalism into this nice, wholesome Christmas game. You know? And you're all ruining it by not feeding into the bit. You're all like, no, Chimken, they're not cannibals. And I'm like, well, they could be, theoretically speaking. Why doesn't that want to connect? And give it a clap. You know, we have few special interests on this channel, chat, other than the fact that Twitch streaming in that context is my special interest. But you know, we do talk about cannibalism a lot, and I feel cannibalism might be part of my branding at this point. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Something now on gay apparel, fa la 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 la. I'm not sure if any of that is coming through the microphone. I think I'd eat most. Hi, Pidge. How was your stream? Pidge, I've discovered I wouldn't walk very far. What animal do you think is too far to eat outside of human? I'm trying to think. It depends, right? It depends. Would you eat a rhinoceros? Is it? Are we trying to be ethical in this conversation, or are we admitting that are we out here saying that I want to eat an elephant? Because I would eat an elephant if it like depending on how it was prepared. 100%. I'm trying rhino. If you could source the animal in a moral way and it's not like an endangered species, I would eat. A manatee. They have a lot of spare flesh on them, right? And they've been soaking for a while. I feel like you could eat a manatee. They're mostly fat though. I mean, it depends, right? I don't know enough about the consistency of any of these animals to make a comment. Because is a manatee fat, or is it not? I don't know. You reckon a whale would be good? I mean, people swear by shark fin soup, right? And not that that's a moral thing to experience. Not the floor, you silly weasel. I can't really get my head around this. There we go. I think most marine animals are going to be too chewy. Yeah, but they're also soaking for a while in Florida water. True. I have not heard good things about Florida. It's full of Floridians. I want to hook onto the frickin' What is wrong with you? Yeah. I now feel I'm decorating part of the house that isn't going to be even visible from the street. I would travel pretty damn far to... I don't know. What's classified as, like... Is there an animal on the planet that's supposedly very tasty that we're not allowed to eat? You know what I am curious about? You know what I am curious about? Santa will see it when he flies overhead. Human. Turtles or the other ones. There was that thing, right? And they talk about it on like TV and shit like that all the time, where there was that breed of turtles that was so delicious they were basically immediately hunted to extinction when we came, like, when colonizers sort of arrived. And I would like to know how delicious. So not only am I traveling to get these turtles, I'm also developing time travel. Because those turtles are non-existent now. And I would have to be able to travel to the past to be able to even access them. Darwin right that they're tasty? I would try that because people supposedly swore by them, and like, assuming that's British colonizers, you're also talking about the people who ate mummies. Did they eat mummies? Dodos, but they're just like extreme chickens. I didn't know they ate mummies. They did? It's a whole thing? I didn't know they ate mummies. This is news to me. Like, I'm all for a bit, but Jesus. Did they eat Jesus? That's why there are so few mummies in the modern world. I feel like you're joshing me. I don't think that this is real. I don't think that you're being honest with me. I think they didn't eat mummies. Christians eat Jesus quite often, to be honest. Google it right now. Okay, I'll bite. Apparently they did too. Is it? Did people eat Egyptian mummies? The gory history of Europeans eating mummies for health? Eating mummies may sound unthinkable, but in 15th century Europe, this type of medical cannibalism was touted as a remedy for headaches, stomach ailments, and even cancer. For centuries, embalmed bodies were prized across the continent, not for their historical value, but for their purported medical benefits. Here's the surprising reason that people once craved and ate mummies. Why, though? It's one of those things. New conspiracy. At the Last Supper, the disciples actually ate Jesus and made up the rest of the story to cover it up. Well, we're all having fun talking about it, but it's a dead human, then suddenly it's all wrong. No, but okay, so like, you know when it boils down to if it preserves a corpse, it should preserve a live person. But like, you know those skate videos you see on the internet. You see bike videos. You see people driving cars and doing freaky shit as well, where they're like going down a ramp and they do a trick up this ramp that's so ridiculously complicated looking, and then they land it and everybody cheers. That guy had to do that trick the first time. They had to learn, and not only that, but they had to do that trick at least once. That is not the first time those people are performing that trick. That's crazy to me, because they're like 50 foot in the air and they're like spinning, and like somebody's got, I don't know, you get the idea. They had to do it for the first time and nail it, and great, they then know how to do it. What was the person thinking when they ate a mummy for the first time? I'll send you a podcast episode. Also, it's a mummy. It's like, I don't know, man. People are fucking weird. I'll send you a podcast episode. Please do, because honestly, part of me doesn't believe it. And it's not that I think you're lying to me, but you have lied to me before. That was the first person to eat a strawberry. No, I know, but again, you can look at a strawberry and sort of like squeeze a strawberry and go, wow, this smells like juicy and sweet. And I don't... You know what? I know. I figured it out. It was probably an American, right? It was probably an American, and they were like, wow, we have jerky at home. How is this any different? And then that's it. It was an American pretending to be a European. I'm lost in the desert. I'm so fucking hungry. I've tried carrying it, and I've tried carrying this mummy. It sounds... The human race. We're a complex bunch, right? We're a complex bunch. I've made a dick yet? No, I sort of promised myself I would do this really... Like, I sort of promised myself that I would do this really unseriously, and I was going to do all sorts of, like, rude words and shit, and Nats, I just want to spoil it for you. I had to restart the game because I misclicked at the beginning, and I needed to fix a big old mistake that I made. I might be enjoying myself. Have you clicked a miss? In my young days... I used to click many a miss, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? What mistake? I was in the barn and I didn't understand what I was doing and I just clicked something and it didn't go very well. Like literally 2 seconds into the game.
Ugh.
How fucking dare you? You have a nice stream? Did you finish the code veins? I've realized I have made a mistake on this roof. Got so many buses on first try, and then I got humbled by a boss who I remember was a problem for me, and I was, good. You know, you can't have it easy. You can't have this shit easy, can you? Go up. There we go. All the way. Okay, you need to bunch in the middle. You need to bunch on the middle, but on that same subject, I'm gonna go around here and fix the mistake that I've made. Oh, okay, well, we stand back and look at our work. Look upon my building and rejoice. I have become very light hanger. Yeah, if I'm doing this properly, I need 6 out of 10. I will fuck you up. I know where you live. I will find you, and I will buy you a steak dinner. And then you'll be really upset about it because I bought you a steak dinner, and you'll be like, "No, Chimken, don't buy me a steak dinner. You know, yeah." You could just leave and leave those up for extra points. I don't want Sky. Get out of here with that attitude. Sky, get out of here with that attitude. Why would I leave something up like that? Why would I do that? There's a coin there. I'm not some sort of monster Sky. I want it to be absolutely incredible with no jankiness. I'm not just gonna spam lights all over the place to get the points up. If I wanted to, like, speed run this game, I imagine I could just put a shit ton of lights in a cupboard inside the building and then everything in the town would look as it usually does. But where's the fun in that, right? It's Christmas. We've got to make it all look Christmassy. I am now the spirit of festivities. Guy min-maxes light up the town by playing 0.5 auto clicker. This is the thing. Part of me is tempted to try it. Part of me is tempted to try it, and it completely ruins the spirit of the game. But considering this is just a meter in the corner, which I'm assuming isn't that complex, right? It's just going to be referencing how many lights that I've placed down. Could I not just spam them all in one place? And then experience the entire story in like a couple of minutes? I quite like that, honestly. I'm quite proud of that. I am. You could, but where's the fun in that? There isn't any fun. And honestly, this is probably not going to be a playthrough. I'm not going to be out here trying to finish this game this year. But I will be coming back. Because this is quite nice. That looks disgusting. That looks utterly horrendous. I don't know why I did that. I would like to apologize to all of your sensibilities. But you don't do it because reasons. I mean, like Kerr said, where's the fun? I would much rather save the game for a full experience next year and not, like, rush through the story, so I'm not automatic. Though I don't know. Stop corrupting me. Sky just comes in my chat. Sky just comes in my chat and corrupts me. First you corrupt my wife. Now you're corrupting me. I could see losing just hours making those towns perfect though. 100%. I feel like I need to get on top of this. Like I feel leaving this till Boxing Day was a mistake. I need to get on top of this. Okay, so let's do this. We go 1, 2.
Oi. Pee-pee. My pee-pee.
It also doesn't help that I've only got 2 types of light, so I can't do anything particularly rude looking. Honestly, I'm kind of into this. I feel like this is done... I've done a pretty semi-reasonable job. Would you hire me to decorate your house? Who would live in a house like this? I'm here for it. Hi, Sanguine. I suppose I'm going to have to turn off those Christmas emotes before long. I'm never getting rid of my egg. How do I see what it is again? Yeah, checked out. My egg. My egg! Okay, so we've done one of the two houses in this area. I have missed this window. Doors of holly, ba la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. The eggs needs to be kept, San. I should never have checked out my dragon egg.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I'm here to fucking rob you.
Hi.
I'm here to rob you. I'm taking all your giant coins. I can't go upstairs. My immersions.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Oh, are you coming to get my house?
I've done it already, mate. I've done it, bro. It's already done. Bro, buddy, guy, friend. I'm done. I'm done. My artwork is completed.
We'd love to see what you do with the place.
What the fuck are you talking about? Look round.
Oh, and if you've got time, I know Otis would love some too. He's just next door.
How's the game, Chim? I can't get past the fact that it's Boxing Day and I'm playing what is clearly a preparation for Christmas game. Let me tell you, Sam, let me tell you, next year I'm gonna absolutely smash the back doors in of this game. Gonna be incredible. Kid walks like I did when I had muscle wasting from steroids. The question you have to ask yourself is, how does one climb a ladder? You're supposed to play it yesterday, but you chose geography. I mean, when Dolly asks if you want to play GeoGuessr, you answer the call. This is why they'll never be your wife and why they're my wife, Nats. And when Dolly calls, you answer. Alas, they are already with my wife, but they're not. But like, they're not though. Like, I get why you're dreaming about it, because like they're pretty fucking cool. But I've pissed on them. They're my property. Your guess was fun. Dolly, are you my wife? Answer very carefully, DollyWhiskers. I don't think Dolly's listening. Sucks to be you, Nat. Sucks to be you.
Hey, we got a little kid running up to the porch.
Hi.
Hello?
Well, hi there, kiddo. What's going on? How are you?
Okay. He's on the fucking roof again. Child on the roof. Okay, we're up here. My God, you're so needy. Maybe Dolly's busy, you don't know. Thank you for the hydrate.
What's up?
Hello.
Really locked in, aren't you? What do you mean? I'm enjoying. It's a good. I I was not expecting. I'll hold my hands up. You all know me. I don't play retro games on a regular basis, if at all. As much as my channel is marked with cozy, it's marked with cozy because of community vibes. Same for the wholesome. I don't play games like Stardew Valley. I don't play games like Power Simulator. This is good. Wasn't it an insult? It sounded like it. But I also have to explain, because this is definitely not really in my wheelhouse. What the fuck? This is definitely not really in my wheelhouse, so it's quite nice to... Why are you trying to attack the camera? Go first person, it's easier. I love decorate with such lights. When I get the opportunity to decorate all over next Christmas, I bet he doesn't even know how to do the under. I was fighting for my life in Hades too. What's up? Nats has a question for you, and I want you to answer very carefully, because remember who you're sleeping next to tonight.
What's up?
Hi.
Also, did you win at Hades at least? What's up? Oh, I just attacked this man with scissors. I can have more than one wife? No, you can't. Nats, if you want it, you can come. If you want them, you can come pick them up. Because if they're your wife, that's kind of a line for me. It's time. You need to come collect them. I can't drive. Whose fault is that? You stole my wife. Ta-ta-ta-ta. If I can get this section done in this stream, I'll call it a success. And take the bus. Yeah, come get on the bus and come collect your wife. You're my husband, Sky's my wife, Nats is my wife. It is prophesized. Not today, it isn't. In fact, I'm grumpy. I'm feeling possessive. Public transport.
Hello.
Going. Help! 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 Somehow I don't think I'm decorating this side of the house. I might actively... Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Oh my god, well done, truly. What do you mean? What are we talking about? Oh my god! Get that one over there. Go that one over there and pop. Is everybody else awake? My dude, stop jumping over the balcony. Thank you. Okay, you do that. And you do this. Do that. The cursed name is so surreal. I like it. But I like all of them. I haven't come up with a new one in a while.
What's up?
Hi.
Okay. It's funny at the moment because since the Brits have lost the Ashes. Have they lost the Ashes? What are the Ashes? Did I know what the Ashes are, chat?
I love it. I
Is that
absolutely love it.
Is
Thank
that
you.
is that a sports term? Are you using sports terms in my chat? I have reached full cheer.
You know, tell you what, I was gonna do it myself this year, but you know, time really starts to move. It starts cooking. Before you know it, it's December. Then it's New Year's. Then it's St. Patty's. Then it's Arbor Day. Then it's President's Day. Then it's summer. I'm kicking my toes up at the beach. But you know how it goes. You know how the calendar year works. All I'm saying is have fun. You know, around Christmas time, this time of year is really special. Snow's falling, gets a little chillier, wearing a little scarf or something. You know, to be your age, running around like a little tyke, you know. It's just fun, you know, have fun. That's all I'm saying. Have a good time.
Is this man kind? Is this entire turtle man kind? That man is kind. That's just our buddy kind.
Take as long as you need.
Well, a bit rude. I mean, accurate. It might be rude, but it's pretty damn accurate. I need to finish this house, though. The house is not finished. I need to do the windows. Good.
What's up?
What does the t-shirt say? Dr. Frog, ribbit time? Is that like a Dr. Phil reference? I did that wrong. Did that wrong too. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. He sanguine appreciates me. Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over hills we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! I don't know the words. Making spirits bright. Da, 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 da. Sleigh bell song tonight. Oh, jingle bells. Take it with me, chat. What can I say? I love music and karaoke. I don't think that this is karaoke. I think this is the devil. I think I did all the windows. Boing.
What's up?
What's up? Dashing through the snow to go and kiss your mom. Crashing into you. Oh, 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 what fun. Did you remember to activate Windows? Yes. I've never had... I very rarely have problems with Windows. Everybody gets upset with Windows 11. I don't understand. Honestly. I think you're all crazy. Midtown. Oh god, there's so many places! I barely scratched the surface of this game. I would like to, like as a sort of... I know that there are shops. I'm going to assume they're in Midtown. I'm gonna assume that they're here. Because Windows is a bitch sometimes. So are you. We don't hold that against you. Okay, we've got a pub. As a small child, can I go in the pub? I cannot. Bell?
Excuse me.
Just a second.
Okay.
I cannot figure out what's sending current into the frame.
Hey, Seedler, it's a squirrel.
On Sunday, and it's gotta be safe. I can't ruin another festival. Okay, check it out though. Check it out. A portable, wearable, autonomous power port. The PWAP. For when you want to home improve on the move.
Ooh, that's cool. What?
Biscuits. Oh, I'm Emil, by the way. Oh, wait a second. You're Chuck's kid, right? Bean. Your parents used to come in here all the time. I haven't seen you since you were a baby. Taking up the mantle, I see. I've got a bunch of lights and things in stock. I mean, I'll even give you a discount.
This is where the game opens up, and then you have a ridiculous amount of access to stuff. But we are at time today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this for next year. I will hold my hands up and say I've enjoyed this. This is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. But at the same time, I'm not feeling the most festive this year in general, and I don't want to brute force this the rest. I can see why this is good. I can see why people love this. I want to see what they do with it. I want to give them the 12 months. Next Christmas, I kind of expect them to come back with like new levels and new whatevers. Or maybe a sequel, I don't know. If that's the case, we'll do this one, then that one. I would just...
Alrighty, thanks for stopping by. If you want to buy anything else, just ring that bell.
I think I'm done being Christmassy today. I think I'm done being Christmassy. The neon is interesting, though. And I got so many coins. Can I not, like... I want the neon. Going to be New Year's Eve, that's fair. Like, I feel like if I give this any more today or this week, I'm just going to kill my interest. Because at the same time, this is not a game that I would usually play. I can understand why this is good. When I'm a bit more grounded, psychologically speaking, this will probably be... Yeah, that's it. That's it, chat. That's it. That was Light Up the Town. Yeah, that was Light Up the Town. I enjoyed that. That's great. That's really cute. If you want to have Christmas in July, maybe we'll do Christmas in July. Far but I can get the fascination here. Are there cozy games you want to see me play? Are there cozy games you want to see me play? Because this begs the question if I'm not missing out on something. Do you want to see a surly old man play a cozy game? Do you want me to just be there going, wow, I don't get this. Why are they all hugging? I don't know. I thought you don't like cozy games. I don't. But I can get the attraction here, and I'm wondering if I'm missing something. I thought you don't like cozy games. Honestly, Nats, considering the amount that you've been going on about it and the book club connection, I kind of want to play Book Club Simulator. No, sorry, the Bookshop Simulator. Not specifically. I love to see a proper horror game, though. The coziest game is Nat Steal Your Wife Simulator. That's cozy. There is... Let me... I mean, yeah, but that's because it's scratching the itch for me. There's another one that Dolly's got called Tiny Bookshop. There's a couple. In fact, let's talk it through real quick. I'm going to mute... No, we'll... No, one sec. Tiny Bookshop is the one. Don't play Bookshop Simulator, play Tiny Bookshop. So this is the one that Dolly's talking to me about, and I feel like I could talk about... Go over there. And in answer, if you're curious, in terms of my GPU temp, it's actually gone down since I've been playing. I got my eye on Tiny Bookshop, but it's double digits.
A tiny book.
That's very loud.
Ever thought about leaving it all behind? Just quitting the city, getting away from the hustle and bustle, and instead moving to a quiet little town by the sea. Opening a tiny bookshop. Talking to people who actually want to talk. And just do what you're good at. No stress. No drama. No spreadsheets. No noise. Just you, your books, friendly customers, and a town full of stories. Well, it's not just a dream anymore. Because Tiny Bookshop is out now on Steam for PC, Mac, and Linux.
I'm not playing Palia. I'm not playing Palia. Jim would hate Palia. Yeah, I know I would hate Palia, and I'm not even jokingly threatening Palia. There is a horror game that I want to play called Routine, which is very expensive, but this has just come out as well. This is Alien Isolation coded, right? That's Alien Isolation coded. You can see Alien Isolation in that. Let me just snooze the ads. Good cheeky. I'm getting Alien Isolation vibes. Nats, did you like Alien Isolation? I thought that was one that you quit. Or did you finish it? I can't remember. Yeah, that's Alien Isolation coded. No, I got too scared. I see that, having finished that, I see that in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Bring me when the trailer's done. You're not going to get spoilers from the trailer. It's done. It's done now. It's done. You can come back. It's done. It's done. Yeah, so I'm getting temptations to do the bookshop thing because of the book club. We'll have gone a full year as of January 1st, and it's been quite a nice time. So I feel like it might be something I could talk about in a cozy book club type game situation. Nats is playing Bookshop Simulator, which is another one, which is basically TCG Card Shop Simulator. I do not support Subnautica. The developer of 2 really fucked it up. It's just TCG Card Shop Simulator. If I wanted to play this, I probably would just go back to TCG Card Shop Simulator, which was an exceedingly good time, but they've still not released it into 1 yet. Did you ever end up looking into Return to Moria? I did, and I remember there was a reason why I didn't like the look of it. Other than the fact that I'm not a big fan of Lord of the Rings stuff in general. Anyway, which one was it? Return to Moria. Oh, it's cheap at the moment.
Misty mountains, Middle Earth.
Oh, they actually got Gimli to do the trailer.
Concerning dwarves. Dwarves have delved under the mountains since the First Age. Mining, smithing, and carving our homes. It has been remarked by some that a dwarf's only real passion is for battle and treasure.
The difficulty with this, Cursed.
Elven observation, as we also hold our food and ale dear.
All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost.
Our reputations as master artisans precede us. As does our combat prowess. But where our hearts truly lie is in one another's company. For all dwarves share deep bonds of fellowship. Now, in this new age, it is time we dwarves return to Moria.
The difficulty with this... You get no routine spoilers from the trailer. The difficulty with this is enshrouded coded, but it's underground. And I don't want to take away from Minecraft, which we're also still actively doing, so I don't think there is a place in my heart right now for a survival game. I just don't think that I don't think there's a place in my brain where I can occupy it with a survival game. Anyway, let's do that. Because I've invested money into Minecraft already. The plan is to get back to that some point next week, because we all took a little bit of a downer for Christmas. Keep it in mind for when there is. Yes. I want to do Enshrouded after... No, I don't know when we're going to be done with Minecraft, honestly. I find the survival loop... Sometimes I get really invested in the survival loop. And then other times it's just like... crashed into the side of the hill. I'll play it once and then I won't touch it. There's another one out at the moment called... It's like slightly Satisfactory adjacent, called The Last Caretaker, where you're on a boat and you're building all sorts of machinery to sort of like look after... I'm not entirely sure what you're looking after, but it looks interesting because there's like water mechanics, but you're also doing Satisfactory type dealy shit. But then I will do that for like a day or a week or whatever, and then I just slowly peter out. Minecraft is the only survival type game, and it's not like strictly survival in the grander sense, where I've sort of like maintained one over a longer period of time. But even then, I do wonder if that's got a finite type of amount of space in my brain. I don't know. We just need to get back to Minecraft and actually see. I do need to patch it. Minecraft next week, chat. Minecraft. Somebody remind me. Minecraft. Write it in your diary. Tell me to do Minecraft. Anyway, this was a slightly late Christmas game, and I had some fun. We're going to leave it for next Christmas. To the point that we might even get started at this like slightly beginning of December and sort of like prep work for Christmas. It's sort of that sort of like area in my brain. I don't want to take away from the experience. I could brute force it the rest of the week, but I don't think that will give the game credit. I do think it's good, and I do think there's something here, but we will come back to it at a later time. Or after the stuff is resolved with George, hopefully early in January, maybe me and Dolly can have a late Christmas where we do like a slightly more, we did talk about it, where we, if George's stuff resolves quite straightforwardly, we'd like put a Christmas tree up here, because we didn't really do it because of all of the stuff that we're dealing with right now. But I could put a Christmas tree up here in the middle of February, and then get all of the new people in coming in to follow, be like, is that still your Christmas tree? And I'll be like, yes. Here's exactly why. Now you should feel guilty. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would probably do that. Okay. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to play some Digimon. I almost played Digimon tonight. I almost didn't play this, but I'm glad that I did. We'll play some Digimon tomorrow. I'm really enjoying that game. I want to get a bunch of it sorted. Chat! I'm really glad you exist. At the beginning of my streams, ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I like to say something different. Chat, I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a really dark, socially, economically, politically, nightmarish type hellscape right now. And the fact that you are alive is something really to be proud of. And I'm so proud of you for being alive. A couple of reminders: you do not need to watch my content, you do not need to be in chat, you do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can, and then if my content can make that existence that little bit easier, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. What else do we say? Chat, it's at this point of the stream I invite everybody still watching to type the word fuck. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be both positive and negative. You can go, fucking hell, light up the town was actually very surprising. I'm just not in the right headspace for it right now. Fucking hell, even with all of the stuff that's going on in mine and Dolly's life right now, again with Christmas and everything, thank you so much for the time you spent with us on GeoGuessr on Christmas Day. It really did make our day. We got to socialize with a bunch of people that we absolutely adore. Twitch streaming is my own personal therapy when it comes to sort of like sorting out the way my brain works. I get that Christmas isn't like the be all and end all for a lot of people, but honestly, it really did help us out. So thank you very much for being there, those that made it for GeoGuessr. And I don't think I have another good one. I've not touched my cock in days. We're gonna touch my cock. This is my cock. I've not touched my cock in days. My cock is currently sitting on 21 million gains. Let me touch my cock for you right now. We are going to increase my cock's stamina. My cock is now 104 centimeters long. My cock is now 104 centimeters long. We'll do the negatives, right? For the fucks, right? Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck anxiety, fuck losing people too soon, fuck cancer, fuck Sjogren's disease, fuck Parkinson's disease, fuck epilepsy. Fuck those are some cute, adorable corner joy. Fuck visiting family for Christmas, get me back home. I hope, when are you going home, Curse? I hope it's safe travels. Fuck yeah, crystallized, we're getting back into the positives. Fuck intolerance. Fuck meeting up with family at Christmas and having to talk about politics and shit. Fuck not getting steak for Christmas. You know where we live. We will get you a steak. You just gotta come to us. I'm gonna post it to you, and then you won't know what to do with it. It'll just be in your house. Monday, so 2 more sleeps. I hope. Well, we'll speak tomorrow, but I hope the rest of your stay is as straightforward as it possibly can be, Kirst, and I hope nothing terrible happens in the meantime. What day are we on today? We're on Friday. Light up the town. Let me see if I can find somebody to raid. Chat, if you are subscribed, drop a raid emote on arrival. If you're unsubscribed, there are some raid messages in chat. There are some very big deal people playing this game this evening. Interesting. I'm surprised that it sort of... I was expecting it to have sort of, like, dropped off by this point. Who are we going to raid, though? I want to raid somebody playing this because it's a straightforward game to raid from. We are going to raid a person that... They're called Goblin Hugger. Let me go over there real quick. Are we going to raid Goblin Hugger? We're going to raid Goblin Hugger. Chat, go show them some community love. Go show them some community spirit. I will be back tomorrow, like I said, with Digimon. I might even go live early because I'm not working, and I will not be working now till January 5th. It's been an absolute pleasure playing this game for you right now, and I will see you tomorrow. Goblin Hugger? Did I say Goblin Hugger? Goblin Hugger? Goblin Hugger, light up the town. Okay, chat. Time that I leave you. It's time that I go. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Be good. Drink plenty of water. And if you're still drinking because of the festive season, make sure you don't piss the bed when you sleep at night. It's very important that you don't do that.